Hey glitter gremlins, it's time for me to show you this. Have an amazing night, be bold, be beautiful, be uniquely you, and as always, may your handcuffs be fluffy and your morals be questionable. So, since posting Flick's cup with the 3D roses on it, which I do not have in my hot little hands anymore, she has it. I have been asked how I do the 3D roses and effects and etc on my cups. So today I thought, why not show you? So we're going to do it with a 30-ounce straight skinny. You can do it after you've done your glitter, your epoxy, all the rest of it, but I poured a mould and forgot to do the cup. So I'm going to show you how I do it if I'm just preparing for cups that I'm going to make in the future. So I grab some baking paper and I wrap it around said cup. I get some of my trusty dusty masking tape and tape it down. Doesn't need to be tight, doesn't need to be flash, doesn't need to be fancy, just needs to hold the shape. Okay? Then I get my mould. So today we're doing a snake. This was poured a few hours ago. It is still super duper flexy. So if I wanted this snake to just sit in that position, I would quite literally wrap the mould to the cup, like so. Maybe, if I can get it to sit still. Nope. I'm going to use a ball. Okay, like that. And then I would get my tape and I would wrap it around to hold the shape of the snake, right? However, today that is not what I want to do. So I'm hoping I haven't let it cure too far. If I can get it out of the mould. There we go. So because it's still, do you like the sound effects? Beep, beep. It will take a little bit to separate from the resin in an initial break point, at least that's what I find. Then we're going to go around that itty bitty baby snake, like so. Now I haven't decided what I'm going to actually do with this one. I've got some 3D roses I want to put on it. I think I want to do a vinyl, like it, maybe not even vinyl, maybe foiled skull on it, so that bit's not 3D, because I am struggling to find a skull mould the size that I like for my tumblers. If anyone knows where to get one, help a bitch out. Alright, so the tail's thinner with the resin I use. It's a pain in the ass. It takes longer to cure in these bits. So this one is still very, very manipulative down here because it is significantly shallow. So we have to be careful peeling him away. Like so. And then we're going to flip him out. I have a feeling I'm going to have a child walk in here in a minute. There we go. Then we're going to flip him out. We're going to try and be careful. You don't have to be too gentle with him, but see how he's just. Move the cup for a second. Now that he's all but out, see how he's still manipulative? Is that the word I'm looking for? Viable. Right. And I haven't done his eyes yet, but I use the little sticker eyes on the outside of these guys, just an FYI. So he's still pliable, right? We can move him around, all the rest of it. So then what I do with these guys, because I want him sort of stretched out and around the tumbler, I am going to hold him in place with some tape. So I will put his head roughly where I want him, underneath the rest of it, over the top of this one. Now, hot tip, if I do this when the cup is already made, like the base coats are down, the glitter that I want, etc., is all done and it's epoxied, I will take this in the, if I want it in the mold position, whilst this is tacky but not moving, and I will stick it down and tape it then. So it helps it adhere to the cup. I hope that makes sense. So because we're using baking paper and we know how good that is at sticking to things, we do need to go around the whole cup. So his head's in place, and then I'm sort of just gonna, just in every sort of curve of his body. I haven't decided what colour I'm actually going to do this cup yet. I was just like, oh, I need to try the snake mould. So, if you have any thoughts or ideas or suggestions, drop them down below. Because I'd love to get your thoughts on this. Phoenix is a bit, who's my 16-year-old for those who don't know, is a bit over me doing black. If she had her way, this snake would be bright pink. Okay, so see how we're just taping. Sorry guys, this is taking a lot longer than I anticipated. Go around there. So I sort of want him to go around the cup like so. Yep, so we are back. He is all taped up. You can see there's little gaps there. So I will go through and push him down and tape him so that he's flat to the tumbler. So that is because when we put him on the tumbler, we don't want any gaps or very few gaps, because you'll have to fill it in with your 2-part epoxy then. So I always have them shaped and then I epoxy them to the cup. But when I finally decide what I'm actually going to do with this cup, I'll come back and show you. But for those of you who are working on cups at the moment and want, see, it's got a bit of a gap there, and want to give this a go, this is how I get mine on the tumbler. So just to recap, he's all taped in. If I wanted this shape, I would have waited until this bit was tacky and the cup was made, and then I would stick it down. So the cup's not tacky because you need to tape, right? Stick it down and then tape it to the cup. It is more important when it is on the cup to keep it as flat as possible. Otherwise you've got to fill in all these bits with resin, which happens. And it's okay if it does, you know. Just fill him in and away you go. Anywho, my little glitter gremlins, I just had this one sitting here and I had to move it. So I thought, why not show yous how I do it. So I'll let him cure overnight, then sit him somewhere until I work out what to do with him. Have an amazing night. Be bold, be beautiful, be uniquely you. And as always, may your handcuffs be fluffy and your morals be questionable. Bye.